Hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to the wheat field. How y'all doing? Great rising, grand day. If it's still the nighttime, uh, good night, good evening, good afternoon. This all depends on where you are. Whatever it is, I hope it's great. I hope it is amazing. Welcome back to the wheat field, y'all. This is your girl, Lottie. I am a channeled messenger that unites testimony with tarot. Yeah, we look at everything across the globe. Is that not right, Most High? Yes, we channel and we sit with the Most High God, the source of all. It's infinite intelligence that created all that it used to create all things, and the breath and flow of life, yes, that animates us and connects us all. Yes, so thank you for being here, and we appreciate your presence. We do. We appreciate your presence. I hope you can stick around. I hope you can vibe with this. I hope you can yeah, just hang on in to the end and set for a spell, because sometimes it do be cooking with cold Crisco. You know, it take a minute to get this here thing warmed up. And once we do get warmed up, we sure enough get to cooking. I mean, it could be, you know, a slow burn day. I mean, we could be frying with hot grease. It could be in the crock pot. I mean, we don't know what the Most High wants to do. But we do have a couple of things out so far. We know that the Most High wants to talk to us about the fact that we already know how to be great. Most High says we need, maybe it could be a suggestion that we are reminded. And see, I have a tendency to go from need to want, and you should, but that is not my place. So please don't ever take it that way. It's just conversation. We just chopping it up, and you know how it go. So please always know that these are all recommendations. They are never a direction. I can't do that. I don't have the authority. I can't even tell look, most of the time, Most High tell me to do something, I have to do it. But I be hard-headed sometimes too and resistant. Yeah, we working through some stuff. We are. So Most High set me back and said, well, it's time to pray now. So thank you so much, Father. Come on in. I appreciate you. You are always with us. You are always with me. I know that I am never alone. Never. Thank you so much. Thank you for the awareness. Thank you for revealing yourself onto me in such a way where I know for sure, hello, where you at, what you are, and what you do for us as our creator, as our Lord, the Lord of all, of everything in creation, everlasting King of all the lords, all Lord of all the kings of everything. Yes. Your infinite intelligence called us all. It made us, it made me, it made thee, it made everything. And the breath of life that binds us all and permeates us reminds us that we are always in the flow of the Spirit. Always. Whether we realize it or not, we are always in the flow. So on this day, on this rising, we thank you so much for the message that you, Father, are going to bring. All of you and none of me. All of you and none of me. Thank you so much. And if you say it is so, then I will wait for you to Ashe. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me through that. Yes, we be having to get permission from the Most High, because I get to going and moving around here and saying all kinds of stuff, and Most High had to pull me back. Most High had to pull me back. I'm telling you, okay? So, we are in this text. You already know how to be great. And I woke up, I mean, I'm telling you, not only did I dance to Renaissance yesterday, so I don't know if it's just stuck in my head. Most High says no, but we got the channel song, I mean, Coveted. That is my Jizzy jam. I promise you, I don't know what she put in them frequency sound waves she got in that whole album. Oh, but it just hit your soul like pure joy and love. I don't know what it is, but it's just in there. I mean, to each their own, but I could definitely feel it. I vibe, I rock with that. I do. I rocks with that. So if you can rock with your girl, you can go ahead on and hit the, you know, and subscribe, or maybe just wait for a little bit longer. Just set for a spell and see how you feel about it. If you feel about it by the end that you kind of vibe with this here thing, subscribe. Subscribe. We're growing, you know, and if you have anybody else that you care about, that you think would care, go ahead and share it out. You know what I mean? And if you feel like they would want to sit for a spell, just go ahead and hit the noti bell too. It'll let you know every time we put one of these here things up. So if you guys are ready to go, I'm ready to go. Thank you for sitting with me through all of that. I mean, I told you, cold Crisco. It be We got to get it out the pan, out the thing. We got to plop it in the pan. We got to turn the stove on. We got to let it get warmed up a little bit and melt on down before you can even throw something in there. You can't just throw nothing in no cold Crisco. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work out like that. So let's get on into this text. We are definitely on page 73. But this is, the name of the chapter is What is Coaching? I don't know if y'all can see that. Is that good? Yes. What is coaching? Seems like it's a whole lot of that going around, right? Even in this space, you know, I believe that the Most High gives us messages in order to coach us, in order to us to get in the right way, right? So that we can serve that thing out, right? Is that what you're saying? Serve it out? No, what is that? Source says to edify others. Yeah. So coaching in Source opinion is the same as edifying others. Yeah, to be edifying unto others, because you learn something, you master it, right? You get to a point where you are in mastery with that thing. And then now you are in a position to teach and to give that back out, to serve that back out. That's why I was feeling service, you know, like to serve. But it is really to edify. Yes, as I edify unto self and to Source, because we've already did the learning, right? And now to edify unto others in Source is to teach, right? So that is, yeah, well, I feel like we at. And Spirit says you already know how to be great. And to get, you know, maybe you a person who wants to serve and to edify others because you maybe have mastered something. And coaching for a breakthrough is relative. So we here in this text on how I already know how to be great. And Spirit says the presence, where do you want to start? Right here. So this says right here, it's like this little table of complications. Okay, it's this little concerns about what happens when you are trying to help and you are trying to coach. Yes, to each one teach one. But you might have a whole class full of students and none of them really give too much or too nothings about what it is that you're trying to teach. Right? Because one thing we know for sure is folks got to come seeking. They do. They got to come and seek. If they ain't coming to seek help, you might be pushing up against, you know, it might be an exercise in futility. You might just want to look that up. You might want to check it out. Just saying. While coaches typically, while coaches, do you want me to say typically? Okay. While coaches try to get performers to conform to what's worked for them or for what others seem, peak performers, on the other hand, by definition, typically don't do things the same way as everyone else. Therefore, many coaches don't really know what instruction to actually provide that would be helpful to the performer. Now, have you ever been in that situation, beloved? Now, you talking about if you are, I'm talking about that type A personality, that head of the class, like I need to sit in the front with the teacher because I really want to be like as close up there as possible. You know what I mean? Because I know, do I not? Yeah, I do. You know, I'm always seeking and I'm always learning. So to find somebody that's going to be able to give me what it is that I need, considering that I don't do things typically the same way as other people. I just don't. I don't get the same results. No. It's something different when you can step out in your own way. Is that right, Father? Yeah. You can go your own way. Yeah, but when you do that, there isn't a whole lot of people in front of you that can guide you and teach you and coach you along the way. You have to be always moving into a place where there's somebody that has an awareness of what it is that you're trying to do, what vision that you're holding. Yes. Do you have a mentor? Someone that you can look up to and someone that you can talk to and get guidance along your path. I know for me, I struggle with that. It is definitely a struggle. I can't think of too many people. Maybe one, yeah, I hear one or two. Yeah. Two. And both of them is my mamas. Those are the ones that I can go to really get some good. Otherwise, I'll be like, it's me and the Most High. It is me and the Most High, beloved. While some coaches may be incredibly brilliant, the performer, many are unable to start over. Thank you. While some coaches may be incredibly brilliant, I be having to get it out right. If I don't get it out right, Most High will not let me move on. So if you see me get stuck, that's what's happening. While some coaches may be incredibly brilliant, many are unable to communicate in a way that actually speaks to the performer. Whew. While some coaches may be incredibly brilliant, have you had some wonderfully brilliant people in your life? However, they just are unable to communicate with you particularly in a way that actually speaks to you as the performer? Yeah. They may mean well, beloved. Like I say, I got two, seriously. I have many that I speak to, and we all kick around advice. Well, that's not even many, is it? No. I think I could maybe count on one hand. Maybe four. I think five. Yeah. Yep, 5. And that's it. So if you are a peak performer and you're someone that's blazing a trail and you're going somewhere different than what is normally traveled, because again, peak performers don't typically do things the same way as other people, as everyone else. They don't. And so by definition, if you don't do things the way that other people do them, then there's not going to be a lot of people before you that have done it that way that you can lean on for support. And there's not going to be a lot of people around you that are doing it that way for you to lean on and for comfort. You could find yourself very well isolated. And that happens. It is typical to feel isolated when you are a peak performer. While some performers think they really want to learn, many are focused on imitating some popular role model or don't fully trust in the intent or competency of the coach. Now that's the thing, right? While some performers think they really want to learn, many are focused on imitating some popular role model or don't fully trust the intention or competency of the coach. Now, I know I trust the intention and competency of my coach because my coach is the Most High God. And I know that the intention is for me to be well, to be edified and edifying onto source. And then the other mission is to serve that out, to edify others, right? So as we do this, I must remain humble and open to learning at all time, not imitating anybody else's role. I told you, this is a whole different Tarot show. This is where testimony unites, it marries Tarot. Because we believe that the Most High God and His intelligence wrote and left a word on everything that they created. Everything. How could it not? If you are the source of all, everything, and your intelligence made it, like your word, the breath that you put that word out, words spoken out, the breath moved. And the intelligence said, come on, Pops, we finna do this. Like, yeah, we finna work it out and start sewing and weaving stuff together. And all these interactions and, cosmic happenings is going on. And cooling and gases and stuff coming together and forming celestial bodies and planets and all this good stuff. And before you know it, we got our whole sun over here and a multitude of omniverses that's out here that's into experience. But we only know about our universe. Come on now. It gets thick. So when you are on that creator type level, not talking about the Most High, I'm just saying the Most High is activated in you and driving you to create something, to pull something out, to generate something new. Yeah, you're going to feel out there. You are. And I was thinking about the sun yesterday because I was feeling, a little drawn back, especially into self, right, and dealing with some things. And it occurred to me that, and somebody had made a post, I think it was it Father? Yeah, they say something like, The sun is by itself, but it still shines. And I thought that was pretty clever. I was like, yeah, it's cute. That's cute. And so, but I also thought about the emotion, the sentiment of the sun. Do people really think about that part? Do you think about the fact that the sun does shine on its own? It rises by itself, and it also sets by itself. Yeah. Nothing can get close to it. Nothing. The first planet next to it is nothing can live there. Neither can the second. But that third rock from the sun, ooh, what it does for the third rock creates a lush garden of potentiality where this wonderful plane supports life in a variety of ways. So, beloved, if you are one who feels like the sun, shining all on your own, rising on your own, feeling like you probably are going to set by yourself alone, that you journey across the sky alone. Most High, what would you have to say? Stay focused on the journey. Most High says stay focused on the journey. You could be feeling like that sun position, providing love and support and nourishment and light, a light onto others that they can see and follow in that direction. But you rise by yourself. You shine by yourself. You journey by yourself. And you set by yourself. There's a sentiment and an emotion tied to that. Yes, yes. To see everything below you or around you flourish, yet be pulled so far away that you cannot interact. You can only look down. And they can only look up. That degree of separation is felt. I wondered in that moment, how did the sun feel? While some performers attempt to follow the coach's instruction, they have an awareness gap, a gap between what they think they do and what they actually do, which keeps them from acting accordingly on the coach's instruction. I'll read that again. While some performers attempt to follow the coach's instruction, they have an awareness gap. An awareness gap? Is it because Most High that I can be aware, but there are many things that are uncertain? Yeah. Uncertainty is the whole thing, beloved. Uncertainty is the other half of wisdom. It is trust and faith in the Most High. And then you ain't gonna do what Most High wants you to do if He tell you everything. I'm just saying. Because if you knew you would go over there to such and such and ride down that road and get a flat tire or your muffler or whatever the case may be, you probably wouldn't go. But if you didn't go do that thing, it did not line up all the other events that the intelligence itself needs to happen so that it can syncopate this thing and bring other pieces that you can't see together. Yeah. Because you are a part of that, and a part of that uncertainty in getting you to respond without your whole awareness, like to operate in that gap, is a whole thing. So they have an awareness gap, a gap between what they think they do and what they actually do. We may be acting in one way, we think we are, we thinking we doing this, and what we're actually doing something else. Yeah. And I believe that that's a whole thing for coaches as well. Yeah, if you were attempting to coach anyone, it has to be very mindful about how you are actually executing and conducting that thing. Again, I get excited some days and I be wanting to say, Most High said this and Most High said that, and it is, and you should, and that. No. That is not our intent. It is never our intent, beloved. Never. Our intent is simply to present the information for those who come to this space seeking the information. You seek the information, we present it in the way that Most High tells us to present it, and once we do that, then when it's done. And it is so. It is so. Ashe. Yeah. That's my fur baby, Sasha. So if you see the camera move, she like to come in here and do this here when we channel it. So we starting to feel it. We got the spirit going on. The spirit is here. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to read? Because these 4 conditions are not usually present all at once, outside coaching often creates interference rather than improvement. Outside coaching often creates interference rather than improvement. Let me give you an example. Some years ago, I was occasionally asked to talk about the psychology of golf at schools run by a golf magazine in England. My role there was simply to give lectures and did not include going out driving the range with the participants. Is it my goal to simply give lectures? No, I know. On the third day of one of these events, however, the magazine publisher took me aside in the middle of the afternoon and asked me to go down the range to see if I could help an elderly couple who were taking golf up as a retirement activity. Help somebody else. I'm supposed to be coaching, not teaching out there like demonstration. I guess, anyway. As he got to this couple, he could see that the man was very frustrated and the woman was in tears. Ooh, the man was frustrated and the woman was in tears. As I watched, it was pretty erratic. The woman was missing the ball together half the time, and occasionally she would just barely, I know. I asked them what the programs had told them to do. It was simple, basic stuff. How to grip the club, how to stand, how to run. You know how sometimes you get coaching and it's real basic. It just keeps you right there at the beginning level. Like you never get dig down into that thing, or the coach is not really digging into what it is that you need individually or specifically. We saw in the other text yesterday, yeah, we put it back over there, where if you guys haven't saw that episode, please go back and watch it. They say you have a unique talent. Yeah, you have a unique talent, and it's something that it is that you're called to do. And a unique talent has unique needs. But if you are getting basic instruction, like it's not teaching you really to dig into what is already there, that talent and unique skill, unique ability, and helping you grow that, really dig into it and help it flourish and open up, then you may feel like the sun trying to rise on its own with no direction, no pathway to follow, no one to show the sun which way to go. Everything, it just has to do it, but it's leaning on its innate knowledge, what it knows to do. Yes. So, what is it? It says, so I began working with the woman. Just for a few minutes, would you be willing to forget all those things you've been trying so hard to do? Forget all this stuff you've been trying to do. Forget it. You got this whole thing, this system of doing stuff, and it ain't even working for you like that. You know what I mean? You practicing on this set of, is it rules, instructions? I don't know. How do we say it? Self-knowledge, Most High says. Maybe you practicing and working with your own self-knowledge, because maybe, you really don't have nowhere. Again, the coach for you is a problem. Most High says, how you a high performer, you a peak performer, beloved. And to find peak performers by definition typically do not do things the same way as everyone else. So you trying to figure out this thing, you self-taught, you self-learned, you learning on this thing, and you trying to push it out there. And you see that, just forget about everything you might have learned so far. Just forget it. Just let it go for it. Just relax. I feel Most High say, breathe and relax. Yes. Do that. So, says she did. And within 6 shots, she started hitting the ball up in the air. She just relaxed and let her body do what it was supposed to do. Because she probably was overthinking it. What you say, Most High? Yeah. It says it had a wicked hook on it. But she was thrilled because she was at least getting it up in the air. Ooh, come on now. Sometimes you have to just, relax and let your body. You done got to learning and learning and teaching and teaching and teaching, and you probably trying to push it out like that. I told you I felt that type A personality, like head of the class, like you are a peak performer. You are somebody that's like, I got to check the boxes and I line this thing up. I mean, like analytical, yes. But sometimes it's something to be said to just relax, beloved. You know what you know, and at that point, sometimes it just becomes muscle memory. And you just have to let it flow. Because you know what you know, but sometimes it's just to let it flow. Let it flow on out there, right? And then let it be received. It'll be received differently. Oh, yes, it will. So, she let it go. She let it flow. She just started swinging this here pole. Like, I know how to get in position. Y'all done showed me how to stand here. I'm going to put my hands on this here pole, and I'm going to just, oh, snap. It's kind of ugly. Like, it's got a wicked hook on that. I don't know how far it's going to go, but I got it up there. Oh, yeah, we making progress. We sure enough eating up now, ain't we? Yes, sir. And this woman's mind had calmed down. She was frustrated to tears. Her husband was mad as hell. He couldn't figure out how to get her to do shit. Like what? She ain't listening. She can't get it, what I'm trying to show her. Yeah. But this other coach came along and told her, like, you got the rhythm. You got the flow. You do. You know what you know. But you got to get in the flow. How do you get in the flow? By calming down and relax. Relax. Breathe. Breathe for a few. Breathe. Let your body do what it knows it's supposed to do. Because your skill and your talent is unique and it's innate. And if you relax, it'll just flow on out. It ain't going to come out perfect the first time, you know what I mean? You're going to have to practice at this thing, balance and practicality. But you have the knowledge. But knowledge with balance and practicality consistently takes you to where? Wisdom. That's the pathway to wisdom. And getting on the pathway to wisdom sure enough puts us on the pathway to peace, beloved. Peace in self and peace with others. Yes, it does. This woman's mind had calmed down, her muscles had relaxed, and she had gone back to what was comfortable. Woo! Somebody had pulled her all out her comfortableness, her whole square. Husband up here was trying to teach his woman how to play golf, and he was yelling and barking them instructions on how it is that he do that thing, but maybe that's not the way that she's designed to do that thing. Just not. They had to have a whole other coach come in and say, okay, I see y'all having this strife here. You frustrated to be damn, and she over here in tears. And y'all ain't getting nowhere. Nowhere. So maybe it's time for another party to step in and kind of just calm things down. So you can see that you already know the answer. Because you self-studied. You do. You are. But maybe you just need to relax. As this woman's mind had calmed down, her muscles had relaxed. She had gone back to what was comfortable, which was using a grip that closed the face of the club when she hit the ball. That was what's causing the hook. Now, she was hitting the ball, and she was happy. Come on now. We can move on and talk about the possibility of incrementally trying to get a more effective grip. But that's not even the point. It ain't about being technically correct all the time. Do you have a perfect grip on this here club? No, that's not it. Because, see, you may be called to hold the club differently. And when you perfect and master your hold and how you hit that ball on your grip, then they might be naming that hold after you. Because I could think of a little honey named Simone Biles. Ooh, you talking about a peak performer. Can you imagine who her coaches is and what they have to do in order to keep her on her game? It ain't a lot of gymnasts up there where she at doing what she is able to do. That unique talent is off the chart. Okay, she got the bios 1, the bios 2, the bios 3, the bios 4. She finna work on bios 4, 5, and 6, and 7. I don't know what the honey doing. She probably leading the game and being a coach herself. She got to be. I just know she at the top of it, and it ain't gonna be no lot of people up there with her to show her the way to go. She gonna have to lean in. She does. She leans into her own unique talent and skills and ability, and she have people around her to help her with her unique need. Cause see, her hold ain't the same. Her hold is not the same. It's not. Her grip is not the same. It's not. Her flow is not the same. It's not. She is a trailblazer. That is because she's a peak performer. And she walking a road that it ain't a whole lot of people that's walking. She going first. When you go first like the sun, come up and rise first thing in the day. Okay? You rise alone. It ain't a whole lot of people to show you the way. It's just really not. And that leads us to where we kind of left off yesterday. This right here. The inside out approach. Yeah. Because we're talking about them unique skills and talents and abilities that you're going to have to pull out of you. Yeah. And then it says, in every block of, this is Michelangelo. Sculptor, you know how, Michelangelo I can't say his name. What is it? Buonarroti. If that's right. We got close. Let's go. In every block of marble, I see a statue as plain as thought. A statue as plain as thought. You can see the statue in the block of marble. As plain as the thought. Shaped and perfect in attitude and action. I have only to hew away the rough walls that imprison the lovely apparition to reveal it to others so that they can see it. You a peak performer? You may have difficulty finding coaches that understand you, that are able to walk away from their ability and knowledge and how they coach others to see your unique needs. That's a thing. And then if you, beloved, are doing this thing, you may need to make sure that you're not trying to imitate anybody else's role, because of course you self-taught. Yeah. Because it ain't a lot of people ahead of you to show you the way. So oftentimes you were teaching self. And if you were teaching self to move into this new direction, you imitate things and people who are kind of doing something similar. Bringing them pieces together. Yeah. But dig into you, beloved, because you have a special way of doing it. And it just is. Because you're going to be creating that SB Simone Biles type of energy. Yeah. Come on. Come on, Father. Thank you so much for being with us. Use these tools and these cards to get messages onto your wheat field. Thank you. Blow the force and breath of life on there. Connect me to these cards, the energy flow. Yes, thank you. Connect you to these cards through me for the sake of the energy. Jump on into this here thing. Yeah. Because you may be in a situation where it ain't a lot of people around you. And the folks may not even know how to coach you. They may not even be able to understand what it is that you need. Or they may not see all of you, see the statue, see what it is that you can see. And you got to start chipping away at this thing because you hold the vision. Yes, you do. There we go. Thank you, Father. Is that it? Okay. This one too? No, turn it over. Is there anything else? No? Thank you. I shaded that. Yeah. This is what Father say. Maybe we want to ponder on this. Just give it a little ponder on this day. Okay? Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? Yes! We talked about the fact that sometimes when you self-taught and you need your coaching and awareness, you tend to imitate stuff. And you take things on. Maybe it's covering up a part of who you are. Maybe you done had some other people trying to show you some stuff and they got your grip all messed up. You know what I mean? Like the honey and the husband, who and he, you know, killing himself basically, or frustrating himself to death. She in tears. Because that grip don't belong to her. It's different. Her grip is different. All? Is it confusion for the all? Yeah. Is there something that the wheat should let go of, Father, in order to move forward? Confusion. Conformity. Conflict. Conflict. Definitely feeling the part of the conversation between the husband and the wife. He's trying to teach her to lead her, and the way in which he's leading her is just not natural to her. Yeah. I think it's a whole word in that too, Father. What do you say? Ashe. Yeah, because in this day and age, we do have a lot, especially in terms of marriage. So where women, you know, people are being led in that or taught, and the way in which they are being taught is not natural to them, and it creates the frustration. You are unable to get to a balance, right, in a symbiotic relationship where, you know, you can accept and receive. And do you want anything in here? This. Leave it alone like that. Do you want this one? This one? Do you want this one? Yes? No? Okay. Ooh. We got the first one, y'all. Father says, take a break. Life is a life work. It's a life work. It's not a season. Get off the treadmill. This one here also. Longing for home. Belonging, I feel. Original light worker. So you are an energy. Peak performer. Original. Yet you have a longingness, a longing to belong, I believe. To be, again, that feeling of the sun. Rising alone, journeying alone, and setting alone. There is a sense of belonging that goes there. Because again, what is the sentiment of the sun? When nothing can come close, and it can't get close to anything. Yeah, it radiates and it shines bright, and everyone can look up and admire it. Yes, they can admire it. They can. And many people don't even notice it. How many days go by where you don't notice it? Or maybe it's covered up. Oh, we got to get this one. Okay. It's covered up by the clouds. And from our perspective, depending on where you are, the perspective of others still is a thing. Because if our vision is clouded, and we can't see the sun, most people don't appreciate the sun is still there. They don't. They be like, oh man, it's a cloudy day, it's raining outside. But they forget the sun is still shining all the time, whether you see clouds or rain or not. It's still there. Yeah. Yeah. Even the moon, does it give its appreciation for the sun lighting its one half of side so that one half can be seen? Visible to the eye for others? Yeah. I think about supporting each other as mates, the sun and the moon, if they were mates, right? So they say, well, what have you done for me lately? And I mean, I think it's pretty unappreciative to not appreciate the fact that I'm shining in such a way that it illuminates you, that otherwise you wouldn't even be seen. Come on. What would you be without me? What would you be without me? Think you're blowing up just a little, been knowing you a little, finger in the middle, 'cause you would never be without me. What would you be? Go on, Tasia. Spirit said this right here. Spirit said, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Woo, this one right here. Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, Jesus, the messenger, Yeshua, Yehoshua. Woo, how many more names can we call him? I don't know. Come on, buddy. So, Again, perfect card. Perfect. Let me tell you why. Come on in here. Let me tell you why. I hope you stayed this long. If you stayed this long and you're vibing with this so far, go ahead and make that video smaller. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, you know what I mean? Because you done came on in. You done set for a spell. So go ahead and hit that noti bell too. This is all we do. Is sit around and chop it up. Yes, chop it up so we can get this ish up. Yes. Why? Because it's edifying unto self first. Self and source first. And then we give that back out. We edify others so that you may be edifying onto the source. Yes. Come on, Most High. Anna, grandmother of the messenger. Yes. Come on, Anna. They don't tell your story, but I know you was a bad piece. You was cold, girl. Come on. You talking about the grandmother of the messenger? You talking about the one that came to remind the world where the kingdom was at? Yes. That right there. Come on. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Come on now. And what do we say about the son? See, let's get this here. Anna was the grandmother of the messenger. Who? That's two of the three down the line. That's her mother, you know, her daughter, and then the daughter's child. So we had to look at Mars, and then I can't remember the next planet that's next. But it ain't us. And then it's us, which is Earth. So if I had to think about it, the messenger, Earth. Mary is the next one. And come on. Do I got that right? Is it in the same thing? Yeah. Pretty much. Same real. Anyway, what I'm trying to say and bring this here together is it's a metaphor. Use it. Come on with me. I'm saying is that Anna did not see the promise of her grandson. Did not. Didn't see that. Didn't see it. But she laid the foundation. Oh yeah. Because if she didn't push out Mary, then Mary wasn't pushing out nothing. I'm just saying. And it's a thing to be on the forefront of a work. It is. Because again, nobody could prepare Anna on birthing out, you know, well, I think, how many Marys did she birth? Was it 3? She named all 3 of her daughters. I think Mary, something about that, something, you know. They don't really tell their story, so you have to pull the pieces together. I'm just saying. Something we still researching on. But anywho, what I'm feeling in my spirit that the Most High is saying to us right now is Anna is on the forefront of something major, something huge, and don't even know what it is. Seeding the divine plan. Yes. Laying the foundation. Maybe you are laying the foundation for something that you may not even see to its full fruition in this lifetime. It may not come to full, you know, charge and like 2 generations down or 2 degrees over is where the energy may be starting, beloved. Because if you trying to put anything out in a new way because you on a new path and you blazing through something and you are on that sun journey, rising by yourself, journeying by yourself and feeling like you're going to set by yourself, come on. You definitely, you're going to feel isolated. But you're working on something that may not, the result and the fruit of it could either come in the next 2 generations, not this generation, but the next generation or the next one. Or it could be just beneficial, and the energy of it is in the, it's like 2 degrees away, 2 to 3 degrees away. That's what I feel. Yeah, because we talk about 3rd rock from the sun. Yes, that's her 3rd generation down in Jesus. That's what I was feeling. Come on, get this here. Father says, light, the age of light, the age of light. You've been training for this for years. You've been training for this for years, beloved. You may not know it, but you have. And maybe that's why you feel different. Maybe that's why you stepping off into a different direction. Maybe you can't find a coach that really understands you because, again, their unique talent and ability is different. It just is. It's different. And if you are operating on a different level, and you teaching yourself, maybe even imitating others, because, you know, you got to go about that thing on your own way. Like, you got to put just be unapologetically you. Because you're going to, nah, unapologetic. That's how I feel. Bet you go far. Bet you levitate. I feel like falling in love. Nothing yet is set in stone. It's not set. It's room for this thing to morph. Again, we talked about that marble stone, but even though it was a block of marble, Michelangelo say, I could see what it is before I even start chipping away at that thing. Nothing is set in stone. You're going to chip on it. You're going to cultivate it. And it's going to turn out to be that vision that you have in your head. Others ain't going to be able to see it, and you ain't going to have a whole lot of help, because it ain't going to be a lot of old people that can coach that Simone Biles type of peak performer. There just isn't. Unfortunately, fortunately for you. But it will make you dig in. And you will shine. And you will have those days where you have the sentiment of the sun. Yeah. Feeling like you're rising by yourself because you are. Yeah. That you're journeying by yourself because you are. And all of the other energies around you are too far away for you to feel their comfort and their love. Even though you burn so hot and burn so bright. How do you even... I even thought about this. Get this. How does the sun cry? Does anybody even notice that it cries? Who? It burns so hot that, I can imagine the tears don't even, it's just steam. So can it even purge and get all that stuff out, or does it just rage? But the power of that energy, what does it do for the third rock, beloved? It creates a garden over here. There's a usefulness. There's all kind of lessons in that. Let's get this in. Beloveds, Father said, a new romantic cycle. Is that it? No. New romantic cycle is starting. Whatever it is that you're doing, I believe you love it. I believe that you love it and that you're committed to it and you're devoted to it, and you're going to get better. And that's probably why you're teaching yourself, because you love it. Yeah. And you can't really figure out how to, So was that it? Did you want that? This? Was it this one? No. Right here. Okay. What did I say? What did I say, beloved? Y'all see me? That's what Father says. Your hard work is paying off. It is. You may not recognize it because you rising by yourself and you feel alone. Again, the sun. How can the sun cry? How can the sun cry? How can it get its emotion out? Do you want another card? No, that was it. I shaded that. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Yes. How can you get that support you need, beloved? Thank you, Father. How do you get the support you need? How do you let that emotion out? How do you get emotional support? Yeah. Again, the sun rises, it shines, and it gives life to all of everything on the third rock. First rock, second rock, no. Too close. Third rock, perfect position. Anna, the grandmother. Yeah. Wasn't her daughter, it was the grandson. Yeah. That was the messenger. Spirit says you've been training for this for years, for lifetimes, beloved, lifetimes. Okay, come on, Father, let's get it. Let's go and get the last one for the people, or however many more Father wants to get. I be saying last one. Spirit have to pull me back. Pull me back, y'all. Pull me back. Yes, as a matter of fact, let's get a sip. I don't know if y'all got y'all coffee. I'm on water this morning because I got a whole lot of going on, and I don't feel, we feel beautiful. We do. And healing is here. Healing is now. Had to get that sip. I hope you took a moment to subscribe. I really do. Do you want this? Okay, there we go. Spirit said this, yeah. Balance. That's what the Father say. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. Considering that you've been training for this for a lifetime, you need to make sure that you balance. Surround yourself with people that you love and that you enjoy your time with. But also take time to nurture yourself and to care for yourself. Yes. I know that's something that I think about often, like spending time with family and friends, you know, and also just thinking about friends in general. Like, what is a friend to me in terms of who, you know, and support again. You are on a different path, beloved, and if you are on a different path, then you may not always, again, the sun rises and sets by itself. Is there another card here, Father? Yes, thank you. Is this it? This it? Hold lightly. With that balance, again, I was just saying, evaluating the friendships and whether or not they are truly friendships. Are they true friendships, beloved? When you call, do you get support? Is there someone there for you? Or do you truly feel like the sun, rising and journeying and setting alone? You may surround yourself or want to surround yourself, but is that something that you can really do? Or is that a part of the balance? I don't know. Not for sure which way it goes for you, beloved, but it's just something to think about. Hold on lightly. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less or I don't value them, but I am open to the changes of life. I'm open to the changes of life. Everybody ain't gonna go with you, and everybody ain't gonna understand. Everybody ain't gonna see your vision. Everybody can't see your change. Everybody can't see your development, and everybody is just not gonna agree. They just not. And if they don't, beloved, then you just gonna have to deal with that and hold on lightly. Move through those emotions. But again, I think about the sun and the moving through, the going across, the journey. How does the sun feel? Gotta be a heck of a space. It's gotta be. Do you want this one? Is there another one here? Okay. Let's get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Let's get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Ooh. Father, say release. We were talking about the sun's inability to release, to purge. We were talking about maybe you got to hold on lightly to some folks that you might, you know, surround yourself with, or you want to be surrounded with because you love, or whatever the case may be, and you just have to hold on lightly. You have to release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything that's out of alignment. Anything. I'm ready for transformation. And I welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter. You're creating space for a new chapter. You're journeying, and you're going on a journey that is, again, don't feel like a lot of people are in that space, that you're going to have a lot of help, a lot of coaches to support you. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. As the sun, you do. Edge of greatness, because that's where you at. You are on the edge of greatness, beloved. And on the edge of greatness, that Simone Biles peak performer, you ain't going to have a whole lot of people that understand that know how to support that know how to help you, to guide you, to push you to your next level. What is out there in this galaxy pushing the sun to its next level? We all talk about shining so bright, shining like the sun, but where is the support for the sun? It's with the Most High. The Most High. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Woo! Walk through the doors with confidence? Yes. Confidence in what? That you was called by the Most High God to go a different way. Because he told you you've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh, yes. You an original light worker. You have a longingness. You do. You do. Because being in that sun position is hard. People don't talk about that, but it is. It's challenging, and it can be lonely. It is. All this heat radiating from you, but there's no heat coming towards you. What else is warming the sun, beloveds? What is journeying through the sun's path as it cycles, or everything cycles? We see it as a journey. That's our perception. But maybe it's still. I mean, it spins in position. But no, it's not, because our galaxy, everything turns. Everything is in motion. No, that's a lie. I know. It's a fallacy. It's not still. This whole thing cycles. We cycle, it cycles, and then other things. I mean, like, it cycles within cycles and cycles, you know. Roll with your girl. But whatever it is that you're doing, you love it. It's a new romantic cycle. And this isn't romance with another person, a boo, or nothing like that. This is something that you're doing, something that you're creating, because, again, you need a coach. You want that peak performer, Simone Biles type of attitude, that Michelangelo. You can see this thing, even though it's a block of marble. You're going to chip it down because you can see the vision. You can see the apparition. You can see the attitude. You can see it. But Father says nothing is yet set in stone. And what you may be doing, again, you on the forefront of this thing, laying the foundation. Divine, laying the foundation, seed in the light. Yes. We started with this question. Is there something I should let go of? Spirit said, your mindful message. Empowering question. Mindful message. Release. What are you holding on to, beloved? What are you holding on to? Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? Yeah. Spirit says hold on lightly. Get to balance. You on the edge of greatness here. Edge of greatness is this one. Edge of greatness. But you need to get to balance. Balance some stuff out, beloved. Balance some stuff out. Hold on lightly. Lightly. You can hold on, but do it lightly. So when it's time for folks to bust up out this thing and go on, or it's time for you to move into a different space, you can do that. Yeah, releasing. You can do that. Because, yeah, there is something that you should let go of so that you can move forward. But Spirit says to know this, know this, know this. This is a life work. It's your life's work. It is not a season. It's not a season. Don't approach it like it's them quick 400, 200 dashes. It's not. This is a life work. You need to be in marathon condition, okay? Because it is. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off, beloved. It's going to pay off. I hope y'all was able to stick around. I hope you made it all the way through here to the end. You see how Spirit be coming together and bring all them pieces together? We didn't know how that was going to work out, huh? You said she reading from this book, talking about something I already know how to be great. Talking about these coaches and peak performers and somebody playing golf and this whole somebody trying to teach somebody how to do something. And then she done went into the sun. You see how it all came together, though? Spirit is good. The Most High, ooh, there's nothing like the Most High. You talking about could take all them pieces that you didn't see how they came together and bring a message that's, come on now. This is testimony meets tarot. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Folks don't see how that can come together, but they will. I mean, I do. It's a marble. It's a block of marble. I can see how we gonna chip this thing down and work it out. We do. I can see it. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love you just like I love me. I do. I do. And I love me because I love the source. I love the source of all, the source of creation, the father of creation, like all of creation, that made creation by its infinite intelligence. Yes. And it did, and that animating force, we had to turn that alarm off, beloved, because see, we be beating them alarms. We ready to go. Why? Because Father said, let's get it. Woo, come on now. Let's get it. Ooh, we up. Yes, we up. We up. Father said, let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Oh, get it, my week. Let's get it. What we're going to do on this day? Maybe consider some of the things that you should let go so that you can move forward. Yeah. Just consider, some things that you need to hold on lightly to. Bring into balance. Yeah, that's a whole thing. Just kick it around a couple times. Chop it up and see what you can chop up. Just saying. So the next now on the Tears and Wheat to Rose show, I hope you come on back by. Hope you come on back by and you're set for a spell. Yeah, because we don't do nothing but chop it up. And if you did subscribe, thank you. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you for being in the wheat field. Thank you for lending me your energy. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you my returning wheat, my wheat, what's up? It's time to get it. It's time to get it. You know how we do. Let's get it, my wheat. Let's get it. Yes, yes. I love y'all. I love you so much. I love you. Until the next now, Father, what say you? It's an ashe, and it is so.